Hey, what is going on? I'm Styler, and in this video I will review a one-to-one replica of the Samsung Galaxy S6 called the HDC Galaxy S6 from Bobseller on dhgate.com. So in this version the micro USB port and placement of the microphone is one-to-one like on the original Galaxy S6, because it seems to be some versions out where the micro USB is upside down and the microphone is placed near the headphone jack instead, which is not one-to-one with the original S6. This clone here comes with the MTK6582 quad-core chipset clocked at 1.3 GHz. It supports 2G and 3G. It has 1 GB RAM, Airgestures, off-screen gestures, real Android KitKat, a very nice metal body, a fake fingerprint unlock, and a real working smart scroll and smart pause. So let's have a look on the design here. Let's first of all have a look here in the bottom of the phone. So we see the microphone here is placed near the speaker, and this is how it should look like. Some of the other fakes have the microphone placed here near the headphone jack, and then they just made an extra hole here. Also the micro USB port here is correct placed on this version here. You see it has to look like this. The original also looks exactly like this. On some of the other cheap replicas this USB port will be upside down, and that just doesn't look right. Okay, let's have a look here. On this side we find the volume rocker. So this IR blaster is fake. Noise cancelling microphone is also fake. We have here the SIM tray and the power button, and this frame here is of course of real metal, so it's really hard. You hear it here, so it's not just cheap plastic. On the front we find here the front facing camera, and I believe this one is only on maybe 2 megapixels maximum, maybe only 1. We also find here the light and proximity sensor together with the earpiece. We see it comes with the Samsung logo here in silver. We also here find the home button together with menu and back, and these will have a white backlight. So what you should notice is that the home button here is a little bit loose, you see here, but still the home button works perfectly fine. There's no problems when you click it here. You can see it's just a little bit loose here, I would say. Okay, so on the back side we find the rear camera, and this rear camera says it's a 30 megapixel rear camera, but I think it's maximum maybe a real 5 or 8 megapixel camera. We also find the LED flash together with a fake heart rate reader, and the back side here looks like glass. I'm not 100% sure it's real glass, could also just be clear plastic actually, but it does look nice. And let me just turn it around 360 degrees. So on my channel you also can find a video how to remove the back cover here, and underneath the back cover you will actually find a hidden micro SD card slot in this side here, and you can also see the battery, which is kind of small. Actually I found out it's only a 1500 milliampere hour battery inside, but there's a lot of space inside, so you could maybe fit a bigger battery, I believe, maybe from the original Galaxy Alpha or S5. So we will now jump right to the test. If you want to see more of the phone design and the accessories included this phone, you should check out the full unboxing video on my channel. I also have another video where I show how to remove the backside and access the hidden micro SD card slot, so you can upgrade the storage yourself. Below in the video description I will also provide timestamps for this review, so you can jump around the things I have tested. And in the end of the video I will list some pros and cons about this device. So let us now turn on the device, and we see here the Samsung animation here in the beginning and the logo. Okay, so here you see the lock screen, and actually this is the old style. It's not this new style from the S6, because the S6 has like a water animation here on the lock screen. This here looks like on the S5, I would say. You can go to the camera directly by sliding up here in the corner. Okay, so let us just unlock normally here. Okay, let us try out the UI, and as you can see here, the UI is really smooth and fast. No lag at all, very fast and smooth. Let's check the app drawer. Same here, also very smooth and fast to scroll and change the page. So look inside here, the widgets we see here: wallpapers, widgets, home screen. Here's also fast to load them all. Okay. Here you can change the animation. I believe it's 3D or normal, but you can see the text for some reason here. So when you want to move app, you can actually see on which page there are room. We are on this page now. This page is full. We can see this page have some space left here. So that's a nice feature. Let's have a look here inside the weather app. Looks like this. Also pretty nice. And as you can see, I installed a lot of apps here, a lot of games. So there's plenty of space right now on the phone, because I also inserted an SD card on the back side of the phone. And you see here I have Asphalt 8, I have here Dead Trigger 2, GT Racing 2, and a lot of normal apps installed. And let's now have a look on some of the features. I will start here with the off-screen features. You can draw and see, for example. You can see here C, and it will start the camera. Let's try another one, for example M. And this starts up the music player. So you can see that the off-screen gestures are working. And the phone also supports Airgestures, so it's okay. Let's try here from the top. Yeah, it does work also up and down. Fine. And let's try to open up the browser. So the eye scrolling, you see, is also working. Of course, this is some kind of faked eye scrolling, but you do see it does work here. So you just tilt the phone and the page will begin to scroll up and down. Of course, you can also disable this in the settings. And it also supports, for example, the smart pause in videos. So when you use the built-in video player and watch movies and you look away, it will pause the video. So that's also a nice feature. Let's have a look here in the toggles. You can scroll here, for example, and you can also see them all here. And you see that many of these are actually real. We don't have many fake toggles here. So they removed things like NFC and so on that doesn't work anyway. Nice. And let's look here inside settings. Here you can switch to grid style, or you can have list style. And inside display, let's have a look in brightness. We have support for Economical backlight. We have the storage info, but the storage info are fake, but you can here choose SD card or phone storage to be the default disk. But these infos here are just fake. There is no 32 GB inside the phone. We have the motions and gestures, Airgestures, off-screen gestures here. We see for drawing a C to start the camera, O for calculator, and so on. So this is supported in this version here. Then we also see smart screen, we have smart scroll, smart pause, and these are working fine. Let's also have a look inside application manager. So you can see what I downloaded here. A lot of apps here. Let's see notification panel. So here you can set up the quick setting buttons. Language and input. Let's see in language. So let me just scroll through these. We also have the security, so here inside you can also, for example, set up the fingerprint unlock, but this will be fake. Let's just try here. Lock, unlock, and you can see it fakes the unlocking here, the fingerprint unlock. But as told, you can do this with any finger and it will actually always unlock. You just have to slide here on the screen actually. Like this. Okay, and let's have a look in about. So here in about you see the informations, and we also see the build number. We see it's saying 4.4.4 KitKat, and this is real KitKat. I actually also tried to install the Google camera app, and this is also working just fine. And I also checked the Android SDK version, and this one says Android SDK 19, so this is real KitKat. So one of the bad things I found out about this device is that it only supports 2-point touch. So let's try here the multi-test touch here. You see only 2 are registered here. Let's try with 3. So for some reason it only has 2. And it's kind of bad, I would say, but for most stuff it will do. I haven't experienced any problems using it, but I of course would have liked that it had 5 or 10 instead. But I guess that's also why this phone here is really cheap, only $120 US, and for that price I must say you get a pretty good build. The build quality is amazing. The replica, the design is 1-to-1. The UI, the CPU is very fast. The software could be better, and the camera could also be a lot better. But overall, for $120 US, it is a pretty amazing replica. Let's have a look inside the camera. So the camera is nothing special. I can say that clearly from the beginning, that the camera is kind of crap, but let us just try here. At least the camera, in my opinion, is better on this model here than on the Galaxy A5 that I also tested for some weeks ago. But let's just have a look. So here inside with macro it's actually okay. The details are there, you can see the text pretty good here, but as soon as you get outside or you do landscape pictures, I would say the quality is not that good actually, but for fun pictures and quick shots it is enough. Let's also have a look inside the mode. So here you see different modes. As always, we have panorama, auto scene, smile, shutter, and so on. Let's see here if some of these are fake maybe. I think this one is not doing anything, because some of these can also be fake. Beauty face, this one seems to be working. Panorama, also working. surround shot, nothing. Let me set to auto again. Let's have a look here inside the settings. Says 16 megapixel, but of course this is fake. This is interpolated. I believe this is maximum a 5 megapixel camera, or maybe 8. And let's just try here to activate the front. Yeah, so as expected, the front facing camera is very blurry. You see it here. We can barely see the text here. So that's what you can expect from a clone. The cameras are typically not that good, but you can use them. And for camera samples in full resolution, I will provide some in the video description, so don't forget to check these out. And I also installed the Google Camera app here from the Play Store. You see it here. So here the Google Camera app, and this one is also working just fine. So we do have real KitKat here on the phone. Let us have a look here on the reception here. We see the Wi-Fi is pretty good, and also here you see the reception on the network. So you can see it does go down also a little bit now. It's a little bit hard to see, but I hope you can see it. And the Wi-Fi is actually okay. So I used this phone here and talked with my friends and my wife and so on, and everyone I have talked with have said that they could hear me clearly, and also I could hear them pretty clearly in this earpiece here. So the sound quality seems to be okay. So here a test call.
The number you have dialed is not assigned.
The proximity sensor. Let's try out the earpiece.
The number you have dialed is not assigned. Die gewählte Nummer ist nicht vergeben.
Okay, so you can hear this earpiece here is pretty loud. It's not weak at all. So on this version here, I was not able to get a USB on the go OTG to work. Actually, I have here the USB, and let's just try. So for some reason it doesn't find anything when I connect it, so it doesn't seem that it supports OTG. Okay, so let us check out the speaker here. Let's check out the sound quality, and actually I think that the quality is okay. Okay, so here you could hear the sound quality and the volume, and in my opinion it's clear, and it doesn't have any distortion or like that. Okay, so some words regarding headphones. I'm using headphones, the Xiaomi Piston 2 here right now in the phone, and I must say the sound quality is really good and nice. Actually, it's not bad at all in this clone here. So I will put the earphones now up to the microphone, and maybe you can hear it. Okay, so this was a small sound test here with these headphones. So now I'm going to run some different test apps and a game. I will turn up for the background music a little bit, so just check it out.
something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
So we are now in the end of this review, and I will now list some of the pros and cons. So first to the pros. It is a one-to-one replica and everything looks exactly like on the original. With that I mean the USB port and microphone is just like it should be. For the very low price, the build quality is actually pretty good. It has a metal frame and is a little bit heavy in the hand. If you remove the back side, you can actually find a hidden SD card slot that you also can use without any problems. The UI seems very smooth and fast with this firmware, and even though there are many fake specs in the software, it seems to work okay. The Wi-Fi is fast on this version, and also the speaker quality and the earpiece speaker is very good in my opinion. So to the cons. The camera is not really good. It is better than on the Samsung Galaxy A5 that I reviewed a week ago, but still not near anything that you can find on the more expensive brands. The seller and manufacturer claims it has an IPS HD screen, but I do have my doubt about that, but I must admit that the colors are pretty good. It seems that the screen only supports 2-point multi-touch. It's a bit strange, but for most things it still works fine. There are only few situations where you would need more, so it is not really a showstopper. The battery could be bigger. I opened up the back and found a 1500 mAh battery inside it. Actually, I think it would be possible to fit another battery inside it because there is room for a bigger battery. That's it for the review. Remember also to check out my blog, you'll find the link in the video description. If you have any questions, please comment below, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching, see ya.